Hi everyone, my name is Donnie Lowy from Closeout Hope you're doing well today. I'd like to talk to you about buying factory overruns in New York. So what are factory overruns? They're basically production that was, they made too much of. And you might wonder why they made too much of that merchandise. Well, the reason they make too much of that merchandise is because it only costs them, marginally a very low price per unit to produce more than they need. For example, let's say there's a factory in New York and they're making dresses for a department store. And now, first of all, why are they still manufacturing in New York? You think all the manufacturing has gone overseas? No, the reason they're still manufacturing in New York is because department stores, for example, retailers, they don't want to have to wait that long for the merchandise to arrive from China or to arrive from another country. So there is a niche of brands and of factories that are set up in New York, and they produce merchandise so it's available just in time, just when the retailers need that merchandise. Okay, so now those factories, they will, have overproduction. Either, let's say, they'll expect to sell the rest of the merchandise, so they produce more of it, or it didn't cost them that much more, let's say, to use a material that they had and to keep the machines running and to produce more clothing. So that merchandise is available, and the factories are going to be happy to recoup their costs for that merchandise, and hopefully they can make, a small profit on it. So now, how do you find those factories? Well, you could go online, and there's, in the New York Fashion District, you're going to find a lot of these, factories. So how do you do that? So there's directories online. You could call trade associations that represent manufacturers in New York, trade associations that represent the New York Fashion District. You can actually call the city of New York and be directed to resources that will help you find those factories in New York. And once you have a listing of them, call them up, introduce yourself, let them know what you do. If possible, go visit them in person and let them know that you're interested in buying their overruns. Now, they might not have any overruns just when you call them, so give them your contact information and ask them to call you when they have merchandise available. But, realistically, they're going to be very busy. They might forget about you until they have, an existing relationship with you. So I would recommend that you call them periodically, so this way they remember you, you remember them as well, and when an opportunity comes up, you could act quickly. Now, here's the thing. When there is an opportunity, if you want to be able to establish a good relationship with them, you need to be ready to buy that merchandise. You can't hesitate, otherwise you're not going to call you the next time that merchandise. So definitely only buy, overruns when it's a good deal for you. But let's say it's a deal that's 95% good for you or 90% good for you, I would recommend buying that merchandise, even if you're not going to make as much as you planned on making or as much as you want to make, but if you can still make money on it, I think it's a good idea to buy it. This way they'll remember you for the next time they have overruns. Alright, my warehouse is in Brooklyn. The next time you're here, you're definitely welcome to visit. My website is closeoutexplosion.com. Thank you and have a great day.